One of the things that this is almost, it's a business related kind of podcast and show and stuff, is that we talk about people's businesses, what they do, how they work, dig into it a little bit. And then really, where people have got an area of expertise, which you do, really kind of just ask questions and just explore it a little bit, just for the audience, it really kind of jumps out, if that makes sense. So would you like to tell the guys about either your business or businesses?
Sure, let's do that. Well, I think the thing, what's really interesting here, it's sort of like two different things. One of the things that we're known for is we teach and we coach and we have programs which help people do email marketing, but not the old tired stuff, not spamming. We're talking about permission-based email marketing, the stuff that we used to call a newsletter, but it's really not a newsletter. Email marketing is not a replacement for letters from your gran. That's not how it works. We teach ways to use our psychology-based approach to have more of an impact, being entertaining, using psychological impact, and doing email marketing that people enjoy receiving. And not only do they enjoy receiving, but you get replies to your email marketing from people saying, I really love your emails. Like, that happens to us every single day. It happens to our students every single day. So we're not special, despite how we might look. We are not real superheroes, is what I'm saying, because our brand is Email Marketing Heroes. And the idea is we're trying to reinvent, and we are turning email marketing on its ear. That's the whole point of it. So we do that through a bunch of things. We have a membership called the League of Extraordinary Email Marketers. We have a bunch of training programs. We have a podcast. So you probably like podcasts if you listen to this and watching this. So we have the weekly podcast, the Email Marketing Show, where we talk about an element of email marketing every single week and do other ridiculous, slightly entertaining things. So that's part of our brand. And the reason that brand exists is actually to do something unusual, which is to generate prospects at a profit for another business. Rob?
Yeah, so a few years ago, we founded a software platform called Response Suite. And it's a survey platform that's built not just to collect feedback from your customers, but actually to directly generate sales. And we found out very, very abruptly that we know nothing about how to sell software. And so we really struggled in that business for quite some time. And we were heading towards a massive cliff that we were about to drop off the end of, like lemmings, just marching blindly towards the end of this cliff, and rapidly realized we had to solve that problem. And our solution was to pivot the business dramatically and figure out, okay, great, if we can't get customers cheaply enough that we can grow this business and scale it from our own pockets, then we need to find out how we can generate customers. And that's how the Email Marketing Heroes brand was born.
So I know if I unpick it, just because it's fascinating, and likewise, anyone that watches or listens, I think it's always trying to understand it. So right. That you had a startup, and then was it just or you have a startup, and there was the two of you that started it together?
Yeah, so two of us co-founded it, and then three members of staff.
And then what was the original plan for what you wanted to do or sell?
So we thought that we've been able to sell stuff online for 15 years with real success. And we thought that actually applying that same principle to software would work quite easily. And it turned out that just wasn't the case, because we created a software that solved a problem that all businesses had but didn't know they had. And if they did know they had that problem, they didn't know that a survey was going to be the solution to it. They were looking in the wrong place. So we had to deal with education as to why you've got the problem, education as to why this is the solution to the problem, and then education that our platform was the one to buy. So there was a lot of steps to take in order to make that happen. And the entire company was bootstrapped. It was entirely from our own pockets. And so we didn't have endless amounts of investment cash or any of that stuff. And so we thought, it's a great idea. Every business needs this. We'll put it on the internet and we'll be millionaires by, next Tuesday or, similar. And as I said, it turned out once we started marketing it and doing all the stuff that's worked in the past when we've tried to sell, or when we have sold online courses and programs and events and tons of other stuff, all of that stuff applied to the software business just didn't work.